Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have the long-awaited abuse test of the Breek Arms Breek Lok quick disconnect system. So the claim here is that the way this is designed, it negates carbon lock, which after you put a bunch of rounds through your gun, it basically means that the QD system on there isn't so QD. So we're gonna put that to the test. I've got 7 mags already loaded up to 30. 2 more boxes full of ammo here. I'm planning on doing, we'll do 300 rounds today. So stick to it, and yeah, so we're gonna roll the intro and then we're gonna hop into a montage, because obviously I don't want you guys to sit here because it's gonna be 20-30 minutes worth of shooting just to make sure I don't overheat the gun. But yeah, we'll roll the intro and then run a montage of all the shooting antics, and we'll do a wrap up at the end here, so stick with it. All right, we're back from the intro. So I'm gonna make a couple notes here before we get started. I've got my eyes on, but I don't have ears on. I am running suppressed. This is an AB Suppressors A10-556 with the Breek Lok QD system. This is my choice, and personally, I'm just gonna go ahead and say this for the YouTube overlords. Make sure you're always wearing your proper eyes and ears when doing any shooting, anything like that. Protect yourself, protect everyone around you. Well, protect yourself. It's not your responsibility if someone else isn't wearing their stuff. Anyways, let's lock this in. Locked in. First mag of 30. There we go. Well, we're gonna see how this does, because that first chambered round doesn't bode well for this this 300 round test. So here we go. Let's put some rounds down range and cue the montage. All right, first 30 round mag is done. That honestly wasn't bad at all. I enjoy hearing that. That's always a good sound, and hopefully I don't screw with the neighbors, because well, that would be bad. Damn, this is a lot. Well, better might as well keep this shit going, because, well, we got 270. You know what, we're gonna stick with these 7 rounds, 7 mags. So that's 180, 210 rounds. So we're just gonna stick with that and call it there, because this is technically on my private property, but I don't need the local PD getting called here. So let's keep it going and have some more fun. That's second mag done. That's 60 rounds. 60 rounds through this setup I got going on here. Don't hear any sirens yet, so we'll keep it going until we hear the sirens. That's how we're gonna know to stop what we're doing and take a break. Also, make a note here. I'm running the Breek Arms sledgehammer charging handle in here, because this is going to be exclusively run as a suppressed firearm for me. And so far, I've had zero gases hit me. Nothing. No issues, no issues. Nothing's blowing into my face because of the way this is designed. Directs gas away from the shooter. So, yeah, awesome piece of technology. Breek Arms really knows what they're doing with suppressors, and we'll keep it going. So this is Mag 3. This will be 90 rounds by the time this is done. Whew, she is smoking. So we'll keep it going. I don't recommend doing this, putting 300 rounds, 200 rounds through your gun and within a couple minutes worth of time. So make sure you take care of your firearms. This is just my choice to abuse the heck out of this. So this is mag number 3. This will be rounds 61 through 90. Yeah, we're good. All right. Thought I heard something behind me. So here we go. Now for something slightly more gratuitous. All right, that's 90 rounds done. Pause to take a quick little breather. This thing is smoking like crazy. So I'm actually going to break out my barrel chamber cooler that I picked up from PRS Manufacturing. So hold that thought for a second. So basically what this does is it cools down the chamber, cools down the barrel, and allows for you to not put too much undue stress on your firearm. So we're gonna grab my trusty little solar power battery pack. Plug this bad boy in. Oh, that feels good. All right, so now we're gonna take this and shove this in the chamber. Yep, that's blowing air straight through the barrel. So we're just gonna let that sit for a minute, and we'll come back to it. So we're gonna take a short little break. All right, and we're back from our quick little break. This guy's been running for a couple minutes here. The suppressor's already easier, a little more touchable. I am putting gloves on just because things are getting a little toasty out here with this wonderful Texas sun that we have. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop this out. Oh yeah. All right. So now we're gonna continue on here because we got 1, 2, 3 mags done. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 more to go. So this is yeah. And don't mind the heavy breathing because it's still that time of the year. The weather keeps bouncing between highs in the 90s and lows in the 50s. So my body still doesn't know what the hell to make of it. So super congested, but we're gonna crack on through this and continue with the next set of mags. And I'm also sleep deprived, having a 9-month-old and a dog and working 6 nights a week. It's not exactly the ideal living conditions, but I love my little man. Best thing that's ever happened to me, and look forward to him and as he grows. So let's keep testing this stuff out, and I'll stop talking now and start shooting again because I know that's what you're all here for. So let's light it up. That was a quick 30 rounder. We're gonna switch it up to the Amentu, the last generation mag, because I kind of want to just burn this one up. Since I like my Mod 3s, these Mod 3s that Amentu came out with are actually pretty awesome. But not knocking the old ones, these are actually pretty good too. So we're going next set of 30, and hopefully we'll be done here, because I've got just got 2 more left after this one. And so far I don't see any flashing lights. I don't hear anyone trying to call for me. So we're gonna keep this bitch going and keep shooting into this little hole that I'm making into the berm, because gotta be careful where you're shooting out here, because it's still private property. It's not, you know, houses aren't on top of each other, but they aren't exactly miles away. So here we go. Let's keep it going. All right, another 30 down. Now the next question is, do we take another break, or do we plow through and knock out these last 60 rounds here? I think we'll keep it going. Why the heck not? All right, 60 more rounds. Last 2 mags. Mag number 6, so this will be 180 rounds through this suppressor setup. Man, you can see the heat coming off of that bad boy. Whew, I'm not touching that until it cools down. All right, so here we go. Mag number 6. That was mag number 6. That's 180 rounds have gone through this gun in the span of, I guess we'll call it 10 minutes. So ooh, what's going on here? Oh, yeah, we don't want to touch that yet, because it's so hot that it's actually melting and singeing the gloves. So we're gonna go ahead and pause here. I'm gonna throw the barrel cooler in here, because this whole thing is getting nice and hot. I don't want any accidental discharges here because of the barrel getting too hot, the chamber getting too hot, because I have seen videos where that's happened. If your shit gets too hot, loads around, it will automatically shoot that round if it's hot enough. I have seen it happen, and we don't want any of that here. We want to make sure we stay as safe as possible. So we're gonna drop this guy down, keep it off of the products and stuff here. Grab this guy, shove it back in here. So now technically this is designed for 308, so it doesn't actually fit in the barrel, but it fits in enough. There it goes. All right, so we're gonna take 5, take a quick break, and come back, and hopefully we'll be able to knock out this last 30 rounder and be done with this, because it's getting toasty out here. So stick with it. All right, and we're back. This thing's done cooling for now. Unhook that, pull that out. So we've got 1 more mag left. Where'd it go? Here it is. 1 more 30 round mag from Men 2 Mags. 30 rounds, 55 grain 5.56, for a total of 210 rounds through this gun, this setup, without taking it apart. Once I'm done, we'll let it, make sure it cools all the way down, because I want to make sure it all stays together, because I know with parts tend to get loosened up after extreme heat. So we'll run it through the cooler 1 more time before we take it apart. So, but I'm going to leave the camera rolling, do some more talking while we cool it, so you don't think I screwed it up and I'm cheating you guys. So here goes. Last 30 round mag. through this rifle, pistol, SBR, whatever you want to call it, whatever the ATF feels like calling it. Here we go. And that is 30. And that is it. 210 rounds. Whew. Yeah, that's a little exhausting, especially on this heat. Unplug this guy back in. We're gonna cool myself down first, though. That's not strong enough for that. All right, so we're gonna jam this guy in here. Sure I can feel it coming out the end, because yep, I feel it. All right. Yeah, so all in all, we'll just do a quick break here. That was the last 30 rounds, so I am done with this. So this video is 100% complete now. Like I said, we're going to let this sit for a few minutes, try and cool this whole thing off, because I know that things expand, and I don't want to cause any issues here, because if I go to take it off, I don't want to unthread the barrel, you know, all that kind of stuff, that kind of magical stuff, because that's the kind of stuff that I've seen happen. Things just tend to go bad when you abuse the shit out of your guns. And okay, well, that was pretty shitty. My phone, my storage ran out, and timer ran out on the recording, so cut that video off, that section of the video off. You guys didn't get to see any of this. I got the thing off, so all right, so I'm just gonna do a quick recap. It did come off perfectly fine. It worked just fine. The only thing that I ran into an issue on when taking this thing off is the muzzle brake. It got so hot that this muzzle brake actually started unthreading itself, which is kind of negates this. So what I did was, while holding it, I held on to this guy here, which is the collar, and then while I was holding that, I unthreaded, popped it, and it came loose. The other thing, the three-prong flash hider that this thing has on here, it is great, but I do notice that even on a cold start, when I put the thing on here, it kind of fights on the way in. It fought on the way out. It was basically sticking to this part. I had to wiggle it all the way off, but it did come off without an actual issue. So I might change out this muzzle, this three-prong flash hider for a brake, but we'll see. We'll see so we'll see what happens after that. But yeah, this thing definitely needs a good cleaning after this is all done. Like I said, this is AB suppressors A10 556 on the Breek Lok. This is the Gen 1 with the 2-prong. The new one's a 3-lug. This one was a 2-lug. But as you can see, carbon lock was not an issue. You guys can take it what you will. Take it with a grain of salt, however you want to do it. Best thing to do, grab it yourself and test it yourself. But yeah, I apologize for the break in that video. The thing cut off on me and I didn't realize how it was going to cut off. So if you liked what you saw, stick with it, because I got another video coming up here later for the GF2P G-Force shotgun, 12 gauge pump shotgun. So hit that subscribe button and stick with it, and we'll have some more fun.